Hello traders, I'm Ignan Barasenko and this is WaveTrading, and I'm going to tell you about my plans for the next week. So let's start with dollar index, where I've got a pullback from this moving average line and the lower side of this upward channel. So it means wave 4 is likely ended and there is an opportunity to have another bullish impulse, this possible wave 5. So I've got 2 long trades and I'm going to buy even more next week. There is a quite tricky wave count on pound cause, it seems like wave 4 has been started, which means we could have a quite long flat here. At the same time, we've got a zigzag here on the 4 hours chart. It's very likely that we're going to have 2 bearish impulses, which could be wave 1 or wave A and wave 3 or wave C. If it'd be like ABC, then wave 4 is likely going to be continued. So I'm going to trade this possible story with these 2 possible impulses. Euro dollar is still bearish because we've got a triangle here in wave B and it's likely that we're going to have another bearish impulse, this wave C. And as you can see on the 4 hours chart, there is a wedge which could be wave 1 of this wave C, and it's likely that we've got a zigzag which could be wave 2. So I've got one short trade here and I'm going to sell more next week on this local correction. Japanese yen is quite interesting because we've got one wave count, which means we could have a new bullish impulse which could be wave 3 or wave C, and at the same time we've got a lot of other wave counts, which means this correction, wave 2 or B, could be continued and could be a little bit bigger. So I've got here just one long trade and I'm going to trade this opportunity of a new bullish impulse very carefully, because here, or for example here, we could have a departure point for the second leg of this possible wave 2 or B. In this case, I'm going to trade only this first wave, and when it ends, I'll be out of the market. I've got very risky trade on Australian dollar versus New Zealand dollar, because we've got a bullish impulse here and another bullish impulse here, which could be wave 1 and wave 1, but there is a huge flat, so if we've got a new low here, I'm going out of the market. Euro versus pound remains bullish and we've got a pullback from this moving average line. So wave 5 is likely going to be continued and I'm going to buy on Monday if we see here wave 2 in a form of a zigzag. I've got one short trade on pound versus franc, because we've got here a wedge which could be wave 1 and also there is a zigzag which could be wave 2. So it seems like this wave 5 is going to be continued. If so, I'm going to sell more next week. Also, I've got one long trade on Canadian dollar, because it's very likely that we're going to have another bullish impulse here, which could be wave 3 or wave C. So if there's no surprises on Monday, I'm going to buy more. We've got a bullish impulse on gold here, which could be wave A, and there is a bearish impulse, which could be this smaller wave A. So wave B is likely going to be continued in a form of a zigzag. Currently I'm out of the market and I'm just waiting when wave B ends. When it happens, I'm going to sell to trade this possible bearish impulse in wave C. Wave count on oil is a little bit tricky because we've got a possible diagonal triangle in wave C, and here on the 4 hours chart, wave 4 is taking place. But it seems like we have a triangle here in wave B, which means we could have a small bearish impulse in wave C here. At the same time, there are many other wave counts, so I'm out of the market when we've got a little bit more clear wave structure. And there is a bullish pattern on dollar index, which means we could have a huge extension in a third wave, and there is a possible small wave 1 here, so I'm going to open the second long trade on Monday to trade this possible wave 5 inside this wave 1, like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Apple shares is still very bullish, so I've got 2 long trades here, because we're likely going to have an extension in a third wave. Also, I have long trades on Facebook, and it's very likely that we're going to have a new high here next week. Tesla is still rising, and we've got another pullback from this moving average line. So I've got just one long trade here to trade this possible wave 5 inside this bigger wave 3. So that's all for today's video. Have a good week and profitable trades. Take care and bye bye.